Why you scavenged? Did you run low on shit?
What?
Are you running low on stuff?
I'll just leave my first game. I don't want to scab.
You just what?
This is my first unscavenged just because I want to scab.
I mean, you're trying to get out with stuff though, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get out with stuff, or if I die, I die.
You need
No
stuff,
choice.
more stuff for your hideout.
For my hideout, yeah, but I get it with BMC and have to find it in raid. So you raid, you can't buy. I don't have to be. You have to upgrade hideout. You can put it on your pipeline.
Yeah, if you die, it doesn't. You can't use it.
You can use it if you die. It doesn't have to be found in raid.
Oh yeah, because you can't buy them anyway now, right?
Yeah,
Plus
you
you're level
can't buy 'em
35.
anyway. Yeah. Option you can.
What level are you? 35's gonna
Like the
take
same ring.
probably like a month or more.
Yeah. There is some people already like prestige fought. I don't know how they do it.
No, that's crazy. No fucking way, that's legit.
Yeah. No way. Yeah, it's definitely.
They have to know life, like play 24/7.
Yeah, no life. 100% no life. You can't have work and be prestige 3 in 1 or 2 months. There is no way.
No way, yeah.
Maybe they pay for it.
Maybe. I don't even know how they can play that long. I'd get so bored of the game by that point.
Yeah. Get my fucking brain start melting. Yeah?
Fry your
Like,
fucking brain.
It will fry, yeah. They don't get bored. Huh?
Yeah,
My
I don't
ass
know.
I will feel pain on my ass sitting for like 3 hours.
Plus, like their arms have got to be and should have got to be tired too. Their hands and arms, fingers.
Yeah, to do something. Or they share accounts.
Maybe they have to share accounts. Yeah, that's what it is. I bet he has a friend that's on the opposite sleep schedule or something, and one of them plays while the other one sleeps, probably.
This way, yeah.
But why don't they ban an account if someone's played it like 24/7? You know, it's just impossible to do that.
It's impossible. Yeah. Stop running.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe they would save their life. much scavs in the street of Tarkov. Too many. Moscow players. Everybody scavs here. Gotta run for your loot.
The streets, yeah.
There is too much bitcoins here on this map.
I mean, there's a few spawns, but they're really rare.
How do you call it? Real life. The highest spawn count, huh? Real life room.
Spell fact.
You know some.
Your mics.
I said, do you know there is a couple keys I'm finding? Know where they go? This map a lot.
There's what to find out where they go?
Keys.
What do you mean?
Keys.
There's,
You know where they go?
yeah.
Like this one. Does it towards it?
Hold on.
Apartment 5.
No. That one you have in your rig is not worth it. No.
It's a trash key.
It's trash. Military flash drives aren't worth shit then?
It's trash. It's a military flash drive now.
It's common.
It's like trash than the key I throw.
Wow.
It doesn't worth anything. Like nothing for.
You can't steal
it's like
barter?
3K. 3K.
On Flea Market too?
I don't know, but you find it a lot everywhere.
Oh, you can use that.
Container.
Yeah, that goes in the middle of where you're at. You know, it's in the
Boss.
boss area. I thought you were in boss area. I'd be afraid of leaving them thinking they'd be worth something. I'd have like 30 of them, and I got flea unlocked, and they'd sell for like 5K each.
Yeah. You can find it everywhere now. I'm pretty sure it's not expensive even in.
Well, yeah, I'm sure the prices went down. But you could used to barter them for good shit. I don't know if you still can or not.
Yeah, I don't think so now. They changed a lot of things, a lot of borders and. It's finding carpets. Cinema is theater is good to loot.
For
Good thing to.
only for tools and stuff. Toolboxes. This room up here on your right isn't too bad. People don't loot it a lot.
What? Here?
No, that's left. That way.
Thing?
In that door.
There?
Or the store door, whichever one you want to go through. And loot, no, go stay on first floor. You can loot top, you can loot above too, though.
Yeah, me.
What's on the chair? The other chair near the table. trash.
Speed.
Well,
Here you
something else is
do
there on the table, I think.
Yeah, fork and the plate.
No. Oh no, maybe it was the back right corner. No, it's something on the. It's the tablecloth. Never mind.
Yeah, not it. There is nothing expensive.
There's a medical spawn above you, and there's a bag down here, a small bag you can loot. Do you see it? Maybe the small bag is above too. It's like really small in the middle of the room.
Gotta be up.
Yeah,
More up.
more. Yeah, see that bag right there?
Small.
Dang, that held a lot for how small it was.
Yeah.
Just take the juice. Or drink it.
I already drink one.
Oh, okay.
What's CSP? Where?
Taz ammo.
Wait.
You can get good shit in here on the table sometimes. Or in the medical bag. On the chairs. Nothing.
Relax. What? Oh,
No.
I have to go check the key then. Is it 50% chance to spawn or what? How does it work?
No, it always
Or
spawns.
100? But sometimes you can spawn somewhere where you can't
Yeah,
open it with the key.
it's possible, yeah.
Which way is it?
That way.
So far from it.
Where the relax keys, you have to go this way.
On the,
Yeah,
on the other
it's
side.
all the way on the other side.
Not checking the bank. Pretty sure they check it. But I can give it a try. By clicking this bag. That's nothing.
That door doesn't spawn open.
Yeah, I gotta believe there is Bitcoin spawning.
On the shelf, but it's not there.
Bitcoin. Run. Yeah, just on to the next one. Stop scamming, fam. Just make money. And warm up just by scamming.
It's not a lot of money.
No, but you can find expensive things. And you sell them to therapists. I found LEDX yesterday and Bitcoin. You know how to loot this.
How to what?
It's not.
You have to go out the window or go through here and go left.
It's not. It's medical. This one.
Yeah. It's a bathroom.
Is the bathroom?
No.
Let's take it back. There is only this death scarf here, or there is more?
Near where you're at, there's not anymore outside. They had to take the plate out of that, right? What kind of armor is that other armor on the ground?
But that's so expensive.
Not if there's no plate in it. It doesn't.
No, it said for 80k to Ragman without plate.
That's a good armor. Drop your armor and take that.
This one sells.
No,
for
drop
without plate.
the armor you have equipped, bro.
Ah, there. What did he find then? If he did one.
He took the plate out of it. Oh wait, you don't get plates in it usually, do you?
No, you get plates in it
Oh.
when you find it in raid. Just wondering what did he find there, so he throw it.
I don't know.
There is more dead scarves or not?
One upstairs. Behind the blue tarp thing. Right there. Back where you were looking. Behind you. Like directly behind you.
Yeah.
Go right. Right more? No, the other way, man. No, right a little bit. That way, right there. Behind that tarp. Remember? Right here? There's a scab behind there. You have to go around.
Yeah. Ah, okay. How to go around it?
You just crouch and lean over there and you can loot it. You don't have to lean.
Oh, this is a weird way to do it.
I didn't have shit anyway.
what? Well. You need what?
You hear, fan? You hear?
Yeah.
You can check how much it says ball without plates. But let's rag, man.
I mean, it's still not a lot for how much it takes up.
78. Yeah, but you can put things in it.
Not many things.
How much? Same size.
Now it's one smaller.
So you're losing one slot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for Pira. Absolut. Okay. What the actual? It's expensive.
How much was it?
To repair?
Yeah. Damn, 100K almost.
Just just a little bit. But check. Me, I'm trying to level up skier, so I'm doing with skier.
Yeah.
No, I can't sell it. So expensive to level up these trainers.
Yeah. Really expensive. I hate to see what level 3 is. Like 20 mil or something.
Yeah. So this is 10 mil. Level 3 gotta be something like that, yeah.
It said,
75 is like 10 mil.
it said 45 mil. On Prapper. That's for level 3.
4.5. 4.5.
Oh. That's the last level though.
Peacekeeper, no, level 3.
That is level 3.
4.5. Yeah, but you can have him to level 4. So,
What?
I don't know what level 4 is. You can have the trader to level 4.
Since when?
Since every time there is level 3, level 4 is the max. You forget this?
Yeah.
Level 4 is the max. So, this is 10 mil. 75, you need to spend 10 mil. For level 3. For level 4, you gotta spend maybe 20 mil. Oh my god, man. And these people are prestige 3 already. They did it 3 times, man. They did it 3 times in 1 month, man. How?
I don't know.
Honest and true representation of what actually happened. And thank you for having the attention span to watch them. It does mean a lot to me. When every marketer is telling me to make short-form videos to make a quick buck and give someone the brief dopamine hit they crave, it's nice that I don't have to listen, and I just make the videos that I want to make and the non-clickbait content that I think you want to watch. So, thank you. And when I say
think I
genuine
need a
behind the
second one like
scenes,
this,
I do mean
junkies.
it. Someone forgot the camera was rolling all this time and filling up memory cards.
Second junkies.
Oh, bucket. Well, time waits for no moron. Time to head
I
off
don't have any more.
down this road and do the final miles into Nevada. Hello, hope you enjoyed the video. First off, yes, it has been a really unacceptable amount of time since the last video release, but I've had to focus on my personal life, so really sorry about that. But I do have good news. The next episode of this series, which is the final one, episode 5, is already with Steve, my assistant editor, having the audio levels done. So that should be getting released like fairly soon. I've spent about 6 weeks sweating my nuts off inside this mattress fort. Yes, I've been in there for about 6 weeks solid getting these done. This video had, I think at the last count, it was 9,000 items in the timeline just for this video, for like clips, audio, effects, fade up, fade down. There's over 9,000 items. It's horrendous. So really sorry, I am working very hard and as hard as I can. Also, immediately after that video is released, then the Michael Reeves video where we drove lawnmowers 700 miles off-road across Nevada. That will be starting on immediately with my new thing of just making sure I edit every single day.
Usually you start
For that one, I'm probably not going to edit 12 hours
from
every single day.
1.0.
Yes, I'm just going to get on it and just
Scab
keep
wrap.
at it. And so that's another reason for the delay. And there is another reason for the delay, which is really cool. And I want to show you this because I'm actually quite proud of it. I have
Like,
just
when you
finished
start-
prototyping the next version of the
Now
Niji
it's
USB
I've been
stick,
scavenging for
which
like
attaches
a lot of
magnetically,
time, and I'm
and
0.38.
it features hand cast silicone tracks because I'm
Yeah,
a
you only get
maniac. And every person that I gave one of these to, the first thing they did was put it on the
0.01.
table, and it moved it forwards and backwards.
Yeah,
and
and
then,
I killed
boom, the
evil
tracks don't
scab.
turn, which meant I had to completely over-engineer it.
And I
these
take
are
the car.
hand cast, and really got to give this thank
They
you
make it
because
it
Formlabs,
starts
you are
with 0,
incredible.
man.
You deserve
0.00.
This is a Formlabs Form
It wasn't
4
like this
resin
before.
printer, and this can print
It's in hard
silicone directly.
Yeah.
So when you've got to prototype these tracks, because you can't buy them, I've been through a lot, but you can just print silicone directly. And so when I was working out what do the tracks look like, how big are the ridges and stuff, I can just print them and yeah, just make them bigger, smaller, make them so they look right. And then once I'd refined that, I then printed molds. So now I can actually mix silicone and inject it using syringes and stuff, and I can then cast them. That's what they're like without the dye in. That's what they're like with the dye. And yes, so that's another reason for the delay, and it's super cool. Well, I think it's cool. And yes, that will be getting launched at the end of the next video, because I can't release the USB stick with the series on it, and I haven't finished the series. And yes, and there's going to be a new T-shirt as well. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm very proud of it. It's really cool. So yes, I just want to give a shout out to Formlabs because you have saved my bacon. Because without that thing, I was looking at trying to get these like manufactured or something, and the tooling, it was tens of thousands of dollars. Just wouldn't have even made sense. So thank you, Formlabs. You're awesome. And yeah. This is where I'll be producing the merch, and there's my vacuum chamber, so you have to suck the gas out of the silicone, and there's my pressure pot, and yeah, it's quite the palaver, but yes, cool. I explained why the videos took so long. I've told you that I've been kind of useless, and I'm going to make more videos, and I want to make more videos, and thank you for being so patient. Thank you so much to all the Patreon supporters, because your patience is incredible.
And play Fishing Clash by using my link in the description box and use the code C90 to claim your welcome bonus and help out the channel. So, cheers, back to the other end.
Cheers.
This is the closest one could come to the Wild West. People still die out here every single day.
This is truly an expedition into the unknown. I have no idea what's around the next bend. Do I look like a smuggler or just a dumb gringo? Well, I'm officially 8 days into this journey, and man, it has been one of the greatest adventures of my life.
I think we have a problem there.
I had to come back and look in this backpack and see what was in it.
And that's the cartridge that an AK-47 shoots. Hopefully they don't shoot me.
The main fear is that I filmed something that these guys don't want filmed. And in that case, my parents might be getting my head in the mail. I don't know what that is. That is a massive bear. I smell the cologne of a middle-aged Mexican man. The water's still kind of muddy right here where someone just crossed. That is actually very, very fresh. Quite a few people die from getting attacked by wild cattle. This might be a long night. Someone's coming in Mexico. Oh, quicksand. Now, is this the most likely spot for me to get scalped in the night? Absolutely. An inflatable raft? Razor sharp trees. Oh, oh no. $1,000,000.
Well, they generally prefer live meat.
Pig just ran right by my tent. Something dead in the river here. Well, they say don't drink the water in Mexico. I'm about to drink a lot of it. Tastes like goat piss. My voice is almost gone from screaming all night, and not from pleasure.
And right in my hand, it's like a Mexican fighting bull crossed with a longhorn.
Look at this. Massive fish. I could hear snakes crawling around last night all around me. We went from desert scrubland to a forest. Is that a lion? Here we go, boys. Gotta still be stuff here that hasn't been discovered yet. These forests, boy, at night they come alive. It's 2:35 in the morning, and I've been awoken by the sound of voices. And you might be thinking, look at this brave young man all out there in the wilderness by himself. I'm scared as hell out here.
Well, the only question is, where's my crew?
Something happens and I can't make it out of here. I'm gonna build a bow, and I bet we're eating on venison in the morning.
Well, there goes my ride. We're really out here on this one. It's just me, my inflatable raft. I've got a backpack there with a little bit of camping gear in it and a little bit of food to get me by, and 100 miles of the wildest river I've ever seen. And the part that makes it a little crazy is that's Mexico. I'm standing in America here, but I'm setting off on a journey down the American-Mexico border. It took us 4 hours down a dirt road just to make it to this river here. I can hear the last remnants of my ride leaving over the hill there. And I've instructed the crew to pick me up approximately 100 miles downstream in a canyon. They're gonna be waiting on me. Oh man, wish me luck, I'm gonna need it. And to top it off and make it even more dangerous, I have no gun. I've got no firearms. A few of the nights we might have to sleep in Mexico, and I'll have to go into Mexico quite a bit. The boundary is right in the middle of the river, so if I brought a gun, I would have been creating an international felony. All right, let's go. I got about 15 miles to paddle today.
That's the last little bit of civilization I'm gonna see for at least the next 8 days. This flow rate is pretty strong, and I haven't used this since that first raft video, so let's hope it holds air.
I've made it a couple miles down the river here. It's like a dense jungle canopy on both sides of the river almost. This is gonna make it kind of a challenge when I'm looking for a place to camp. We've really gotta keep our eyes peeled for coyotes, not the four-legged ones. Also, this area is full of bears and mountain lions. I actually brought a fishing pole with me, and I got a gut feeling there's some giant catfish in this water. And I would bet there's probably less than 100 people alive that have ever ran this exact stretch of river I'm running here. Most people take out way before I'm going to be taken out, and I have a feeling the only people that have ever seen this stretch probably weren't supposed to be here. Sure, everything is good and secure here. First real set of rapids. It tried to suck me up under that ledge there. Like right here, the main flow of the river is actually up under that ledge. Coming up on another set of rapids here. The jungle is overhanging. I'm trying to not let it push me up under them. I do believe the Rio Grande is like the 10th longest river in the world. But if you look up in the tops of these trees, you can see flood debris. It can rain hundreds and hundreds of miles away and flood this river. I can hear the rumble of a major set of rapids ahead of me. This might be the first real obstacle of the trip. Now that's a real set of rapids. That's a class 4 or class 5. Shoo, now that's a set of rapids, boys. I'm actually probably going to carry the raft around them. We're just going to go around these. They're too bad. Alright, gear inventory, make sure I got all my gear.
Did you ever get a hold of
I successfully survived the 4 days.
No.
Oh, time to continue on it.
I'm double check.
Find a campsite for the night. Lots of strong undercurrents here trying to pull me under. There's a set of pajamas right here. Kind of interesting because I don't know how they would have got across that.
No.
Let's hope they're not.
No.
Check out what I just found. There's a rope right here. People have been coming down this cliff and crossing. Wow. I could not imagine crossing through this. Oh, river right or river left? Let's go left. Into the jungle we go. Oh, it's trying to push me. Whew. It's trying to push me up under that ledge there. That was sketchy. Whoa. Whoa. That's spooky. Yep, let's keep paddling. So I've been seeing quite a few fish in this stretch of the river. Give me a promising sign. God, that was a huge gar. I'm thinking that looks like a good place to camp there. I've got a pretty steep wall on this side, pretty steep wall on this side, but I think I could get up that if I had to if we were in a flash flood. Looks pretty good, but I think we have a problem there. That might be a person in the water. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Always check your surroundings. It's a backpack. And it appears to be full of things. I'm kind of scared to check what's in this backpack. Oh, I think there's just a pair of shoes in there and some clothes. I'm not gonna empty everything out because I gotta sleep right here tonight. And what if this guy comes back for his stuff? Let's see if I can find any other signs of human activity. Because if this is a major crossing area, I honestly don't think it is, unless they're like some kind of ninjas going down this cliff here, but I don't know. Let's explore the spot a little better and see if it's gonna be safe to sleep. All right, home this is. Up there on the grass flat. And homeboy's backpack is right there, so great. Well, to top it off, I just found something a little more sketchy. If you look on the ground right there, 3 rounds here. And that's the cartridge that an AK-47 shoots. I gotta watch it because getting my raft stole here would be pretty detrimental. About the equivalent of a man's horse getting stolen in the old days as he crossed the frontier. It would be near certain death. So, I'm gonna sleep with my raft as close to me as possible. There's not much shade around here. Alright, I'm gonna go do some exploring. Let's see what kind of animal tracks we got. Looks like mostly raccoon. Well, these draws here flow pretty good every time it rains, so camping right here would probably be a terrible idea. Mountain lions use these, and the bears use these to come down in water. Pretty sure I just saw a lion track, and we've got a pretty unique spot here. There's actually minnows in there. I'm gonna have to go back and get all my gear, come back into the shade of these invasive canes here, because it is just entirely too hot out here. I'll have a heat stroke. Well, I came back, my stuff's over there. I came back in the back of this canyon to do a little more exploring. Check this out, this is incredible. I don't know how deep this pool of water is. It's a weird color, but I'm gonna assume that's really, really deep. Wow. I would really like to sleep back in here, but I can't risk it with flash floods. As you can tell, they've swept through here like a wildfire. This is pretty interesting here. We've got flint chert deposits at the side of this hill here. Someone probably a really long time ago has taken and chipped it off here. Arrowhead material is pretty hard to come by in this area, so I'm sure they used every little bit they could. And you can just feel it in this canyon. A very long time ago, they did live here. Okay guys, I couldn't stand it. I had to come back and look in this backpack and see what was in it. So we've got some kind of, some shoes, a pair of blue jeans, a trash bag, and socks. And then here's the crazy part. I can see a fresh bag of tortillas in there, and I can see some packaged tuna.
You want a Mountain Dew?
Mom, good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you about this. Yeah, that's so
Oh, that's not that old at all. The cans aren't even rusted yet. Tortillas aren't even molded. I'm gonna bag all this stuff back up and I don't know, I guess just leave it on a rock out here in international water, kind of where I found it. The backpack isn't the part that concerns me, guys. The part that concerns me is that is a human being, and probably all of their worldly possessions were in that bag right there. Everything they owned in this world was probably in that bag. So, the question is, where's the human? Where's the person? Am I gonna find them downriver? Gosh, I hope not. Oh, and check this out. Right here where I'm planning on sleeping, I just found a rope where people used to hoist each other across the river. It is tied. It is tied on that rock there. That hasn't been used in quite a while though, so should be good, but that backpack is within a couple days old. I'm really glad there wasn't anything illegal in that backpack, because I would hate to be being chased by sugar. If you've never watched No Country for Old Men, it's probably one of the greatest movies ever made. Definitely go watch it. But we're clear. There was nothing in that backpack but clothing and food. I'm buying a Ferrari as soon as I get home. So before I came out here, I did ask around and talk to a few people. They did recommend that I got a permit from the C word, C-A-R-T-E-L. I don't know if I can say that without getting demonetized, but they wanted me to get a permit for permission to use the river. Because if they happen to see someone in their territory, which that is someone's territory over there, if they happen to see someone in there that they know doesn't have permission, they're going to assume that they're running people, or D-U-R-G-S. Yeah, I spelled that right. They're going to assume that I'm working on their territory. Hopefully they don't shoot me. So I did get a Mexico fishing license, just to be clear, but if I run into the federales or the Mexican police, they did tell me to say this: Tengo una arma y despiar. And I think that means I come in peace. I later discovered that this means I am armed and I will shoot, neither of which were true. Also, guys, Spanish was my worst subject in school. I actually didn't even pass it. Well, I think technically I barely did, but it was accidental. Just relaxing in the shade here, trying to stay alive. I'm not gonna have phone service for like 8 to 10 days probably, so no contact with the outside world. I have no idea what's going on. And that's how I like it. I got my tent set up. I am dripping sweat. It is extremely hot here. But I've put my raft over the top of the tent here to try to make some shade where I can still get a breeze through here. It's helping a little bit, but it's well over 100 degrees out here. I only brought one bottle of water with me, so we're about to have to go down there and filter some water. Got my bait pole rigged up here. The idea is we're gonna use the bait pole to go catch a little fish, and then we're gonna rig up the big pole and use the big pole to catch a big fish. Kind of gonna utilize the food chain here. We're gonna catch some bait with this one, or attempt to. Let's go see what we can do. All right, well, I just tried fishing for probably like 30-ish minutes. I did see a couple gar. I had a couple gar come up and attack my lure. I saw carp. No bait fish though. I think over the next few days the water downstream will be a little more hospitable for the fish, and we'll try again. Brought a pump style filter here. It's got 4 stages in it, so it should help remove a lot of these heavy metals from the mining up in Mexico. One thing I always do to help keep me hydrated is I'll take a little bit of this mineral salt here. It's a sea salt, but it's got pretty high content of magnesium and potassium in it. Put it in my water here. You can't really taste it, but I'm pretty sure it definitely helps your body retain the water a little bit better. And you lose a lot of salt when you're sweating, so. All right, let's look at my food rations. Here's what I brought to eat. I don't really eat breakfast. Usually don't eat my first meal of the day till like 12, so. Every day I brought like 4 of these meat sticks here. I've actually never even tried these. I hope they're good. Little bag of pecans for every day. And some flavored drink packets that I like. And then for dinner every night, it's just a simple instant rice and beans. That's it. I did not bring anything fancy out here with me. And I brought enough food for like 9-ish days. Let's try one of these beef sticks here. These aren't bad. So I set up my solar panel out there. I have a little backpacking one directly to this fan here. .58 in the morning, and I lived. I actually slept surprisingly good last night. I slept better here than I normally do in my house. I only got awoken twice by some fighting raccoons. That was all I heard, so this was a pretty good campsite. Get packed up so I can be paddling before the heat wave hits again. All packed up. Got about a 12-mile paddle today to camp, so I have a feeling there's going to be more rapids. And I've mixed in some of that white powder from the backpack, as you can see. Maybe it'll make us paddle faster. I'm just kidding. It's an energy drink mix. Can't survive without my caffeine out here. Always double check your campsites. We're leaving this one just like we found it. Can't even tell we were here. Off we go. Looks like we're gonna start out with some rapids. First thing this morning. This has gotta be one of the prettiest places I've ever been. Woo, look at that whirlpool trying to suck me under. Pretty sure I just found some ancient ruins up on the Mexico side. It's like a very, very old wall someone's built on that cave there. Oh my gosh, there's a window on that other side. Man, I would love to go explore that. Guys, you have no idea how bad I want to go explore those ruins. Imagine the artifacts that could be left in there. I mean, it's completely illegal for me to keep them from another country, but could I just look at them? I think so. When I get back to civilization, we're gonna look up the laws on me going over there and checking that out, because I think that might be worth coming back for. It's quite spooky in there. It feels like someone could be watching. Guys, I've just spotted a bear. That's a big bear for Texas, guys. Oh, I just saw him. Wait, it's not too hungry this morning? It is looking at me like I'm breakfast. Wow. That is a massive bear. And there he goes right up the hill right there. Guys, I am so excited about that bear. Y'all have no idea. Seeing a bear in Texas is an incredibly rare thing. I mean, there's a lot of them here in this area, but the rest of Texas, very, very, very rare to see a bear. Oh, that's awesome. Now I really hope we run across a mountain lion or a cougar. I'm very lucky that bear didn't come across my camp last night, because I used my food bag as my pillow to keep the raccoons from eating it. There's a good chance that bear would have tried to come in my tent. Just something we got to keep in mind here. Because I have a feeling there's a bunch of those bears right here. These overhangs like this are perfect habitat for flathead catfish. There could be some really big ones in here. It's starting to look more and more fishy every couple miles we go. The water's still kind of muddy right here where someone just crossed. This is the most crossable spot in probably the last 10 miles, so it would make sense. They're probably still right over in that bush there. You can always feel the rapids in your chest as you come up to them, but we've got a solid set of rapids here. I did not scout them, so I'm just gonna run it. Traveling at a pretty high velocity, but those weren't too bad at all. Pretty strong set of rapids here. I can see a hydraulic forcing it right up into that bluff wall there. Kind of hesitant to run it because of that. I really don't want to get flipped up against that wall and pushed under the water. Oh, I really don't like that right there. But the rest of this looks fine to run. Alright. Nope. Don't want to go that way. We've got some sort of clothing. Oh, yep, it's a pair of underwear up in the tree right there. I'm wondering if that's marking a crossing area. We've got something up on the top of that hill right there. I can't tell if it's a large cow or a very large bear. Wow. I don't know why all those cows are up there, but they're up on the very top of that hill. It's kind of a weird place for them to be when they could be down here grazing on all this green grass. These cattle are just going back and forth from Mexico to America. I gotta try to not get pushed into this wall here. It's gonna try. Woo. Up off the river is just a desolate, desolate landscape. There's almost no grass, just pure desert scrub. Another piece of clothing up there in plain view. I'm noticing a trend that in the good crossing areas there's always a piece of clothing marking it. Let's see if there's any human footprints here in this mud. Yep. Definitely some fresh human footprints there. I'm gonna start looking for a place to camp soon. Cool. This is probably a pretty common crossing point right here. This is actually where I plan on camping, but if you look right there, you can see a water bottle. It's still full of water. I don't think I'm gonna camp right here. I can actually see some tire tracks in Mexico right there where someone's been driving down to the water there. I doubt they were just fishing. Canyons are getting a lot shorter, the hills are getting smaller the farther I go downstream, and that means one thing: more foot traffic from Mexico. Our president's been fighting with Mexico over water. Mexico apparently owes us a bunch of water, and there are some lakes way in Mexico and some tributaries of this river that they could release large amounts of water from at any moment and wash us right on down. And I also probably picked just about the worst time in the world to try to float this river, because our president also just offered to send troops into Mexico to help fight the DRUG people. Try to not get demonetized. I gotta at least make something off this video. I think this is camp for the night. It's a good grassy spot. A lot better than sleeping on solid rock. A definite crossing area for the people across the river, but oh well. Now where the heck those guys are coming from on a jet boat, I have no idea. The only thing they asked me is if I've seen a backpack, but I haven't seen any backpacks, have y'all? I think I'm gonna get a red Ferrari. Had to break out the umbrella. This sun is relentless. I was just looking on my map here. It says the canyon right by me is called Bear Canyon. Let's pray there's no hungry bears around here tonight. Ugh. Trying so hard to get out of the sun here, but still keep the wind on me. I am cooking like I'm in a solar oven. Water's pretty good when you put energy drink powder in it. Lunch. guess I'm gonna eat 4 of these things. We're definitely cooking dinner tonight. I've got to get some calories in me quick. Check out the view from tonight's camp. That's over in Mexico. Found a little bit cooler of a spot here. Got my umbrella mounted up in the tree above me. Got my camp down on the river down there. Laying on my sleeping pad here. It's a pretty nice little spot. Kind of wish I had a book to read, but I guess I'll just listen to the music of the river here. The miles on this river really seem to go fast. They don't drag like most other rivers I'm on. I think it's the pretty scenery that makes them seem like they go by quick. But so far, this really hasn't been that hard of a trip for me. But this is me in my element. This is what I do. I feel nowhere more at home than out here on the river. My life really just seems like it's on idle when I'm not on these trips. It really feels like I'm living when I'm out here on the river somewhere. So why am I doing this? Why am I filming it? I really see these videos as kind of like a journal of my life. I think most of us have had those stories from our parents and grandparents of all the adventures they went on when they were younger. This is like my journal. One day when I'm old, laying in bed, and can't really go out and go on adventures anymore, it'd be really nice to be able to go back and watch these videos again. Instead of telling the stories, we'll actually get to relive it. That's why I'm doing it. Kind of just documenting my life here. These rivers have always felt like more of a home to me than a home ever actually has, so I can hear thunder rolling on the other side of that cliff. Now it's blocking my view, but there's a pretty wicked thunderstorm going on over there for sure. Let's hope it misses us. When you're on the river like this, a thunderstorm is really your arch nemesis, and it seems like every afternoon there's some wicked thunderstorms that blow up in this area. It's so hot out here, there's actually no need for me to even cook the rice and beans. I just put them in some water and set them out in the sun for like 45 minutes. We should be good to go. Or may. Yep, it's already done. Ooh, spicy. This is what I brought for dinner every single night of the trip. I don't know, I guess I kind of like to bring crappy meals with me because I guess it kind of adds to the experience. Oh yeah, and look at my view. It also looks like that in front of me. Yesterday I was talking about that movie. I guess it's a book too. No Country for Old Men. Forgot, it was actually filmed right here in this county that I'm in right now, so just a cool little fact for you. I went as far away from camp as I could to do the dishes, so really trying to cut down on the scent here. I keep having gusts that are like, I don't know, like 50-mile-an-hour gusts. It almost takes everything with it. I went ahead and tied my raft to my tent. I really can't risk any bandits slipping in here in the middle of the night and taking my raft, because that thing would be pretty useful to them for getting stuff across. I've been using my little solar charger there to try to get my battery packs charged up. It's one of the biggest challenges I usually have on these trips is keeping all my stuff charged. Brought 4 cameras with me counting the drone, so gotta keep them all charged. And he just flew across. I guess he was done with America. Some aoudad running across the hill over there. The way they were running, there's someone in the back of that other canyon in Mexico over there. You always pay attention to the animals when you're out here because they know a lot more about what's going on out there than you do. So there's aoudad running like that. Definitely tell me I need to keep my guard up tonight. Got a turkey roosting in the tree across the river. I'm going to use that too to help people look out. He takes off, I know something's under him.
It's 2:35 in the morning, and I've been awoken by the sound of voices.
was a terrible night's sleep. Like 2:35, I heard some people talking upriver. And it definitely was not English. Then, about 5:30-ish in the morning, something very large swam across the river, probably 100 yards upriver of me. It was pretty powerful. It was definitely either a bear, it could have been a person. I'm pretty sure it was a bear though. Time to get packed up and get on the road. Alright, all packed up. Let's go see what kind of adventure today holds. This is the biggest hole of water I've seen yet on this river. Looks like it's a couple miles long. Y'all ever watched Lonesome Dove? We could start us a herd here. Drive it right on over to my ranch. Probably the greatest movie ever made, by the way. That's Mexico. These cattle just walk right across back and forth between Mexico and America. The river has gotten massive. What was once a stream, barely a couple widths of my raft, is now a massive river. And usually I like to do a whole bunch of research before I go on expeditions like this, but there was almost no information on this stretch of river. This is truly an expedition into the unknown. I have no idea what's around the next bend. So I haven't seen a single deer on this whole trip, so I came to the conclusion that these bears around here must be living on these calves. Holy cow. That was really trying to suck me up under there. Definite crossing area right here. And I see some stuff on the bank there. Let's go check it out. Pair of shoes up over there. Socks, underwear. That looks like a trash bag. And there's a pair of blue jeans. That is actually very, very fresh. That's from this morning. I'm gonna assume whose clothes those are. They're still right around here somewhere. Yep, let's keep moving. The sad part is, I would bet less than half of these people cross and survive across the desert. It is just so brutal and so rough out here. There's no way. A few years ago, we went and looked at like a 17,000 acre ranch, not too far from here. The owner, he was a really, really old man. I bet he's probably not even alive anymore, but he said every year they found probably 5 or 6 dead Mexicans. He would just see buzzards and he would go to them. And I said, most of them probably died of dehydration, right? He said, no, almost every one of them were shot. And it just crossed my mind that the only people that would leave their clothes back there like that, ready to come back to, are the coyotes. When they cross with a group, they plan on coming back to their clothes when they go back across to get the next group. And they suspect that's who is shooting those people. If you think about it, he gets them across, shoots them, goes back, gets the next load. Pure profit. There's some evil, evil people over there on that side. We've got something dead in the river here. Looks like the buzzards are just standing on it, wherever it is. I think I'm gonna go that way. I don't really want to know what that is, honestly. Well, at least we know I would never starve to death on this trip. I could build an atlatl up there from the wild materials and harvest some wild cattle. I think in Australia every year, quite a few people die from getting attacked by wild cattle. Let's not be an American statistic here. Man, he thought about getting me right there. That is a bull. That's right, you better keep running. Shit, I wasn't scared at all right there. We've got a rope there and a camo backpack. And it's full of stuff. Guys, I'm a businessman, and when I see cattle, I see money. Thinking maybe we need to buy a ranch along the Rio Grande. We've got a roadblock here. They have blocked the river. I've got quite a bit of experience working cattle. These are different. These are freaking wild. These things are like wild animals. I don't know what that is. This thick brush. I don't want to come up on a bear in these close quarters. Come to think of it, that actually sounded more like a tiger than a bear. That was a pretty terrifying noise. If I hear that in the nighttime, whew, we're gonna be getting the heck out of Dodge. And you might be thinking, a tiger? No way. There actually have been tigers seen on this river. Guys on the other side they spend some pretty crazy money on exotic pets. There's definitely enough food here for one to keep going. Probably gonna sleep a little bit less tonight. Got the first deer I've seen of the trip right here in this canyon. And they're not real scared of me. I'm actually already in archery range. Snack break. We've got a jalapeno meat stick. It's meaty. One thing that's extremely surprising, I haven't seen a single border patrol. Maybe we're too deep in enemy territory here, but I would have thought that they would have rolled up on me by now just to check. Someone told me just to scream Walmart as loud as I can so that they can tell that I don't have an accent. They're not gonna tackle me and try to arrest me. We've got our clothing markers here. That's a lot of clothes. Some more up there. Wow, this is definitely a major crossing spot. I want to camp as far from here as possible tonight. I'm seeing tons of fish. They're just shooting out and hitting my raft like a missile. Some of them have almost flipped me. We've got a long rope over this. And I'm guessing people used to pull each other across the river. Yep, there was the clothing marker. Looks like we should be starting to get in some good scenery again. The last few miles have been rather flat. Look at all these fish. One thing I really like about this raft is if I was hunting, man, it lets me get right up on the animals. I was within primitive archery range of that thing. I really hope we can find a place to camp for the night because the jungle has gotten really thick on both sides. Surprisingly, those are the first feral hogs I've seen on this whole trip. The river's really flattened out here again. I'm gonna start looking for us a place to camp. It is getting hot. They mark all the good places to cross with a piece of clothing, as you can see up in that tree. Got a very strong headwind. I'm paddling as hard as I can, and we're barely making any progress here. All right, let's go up there and see if there's a flat spot to camp. And there's signs of people. And I'm not liking what I see here. Look at all these clothes, guys. Look at this. What the heck? Whoa. And the clothing piles just continue. Really scared I'm gonna find a person right here still in some of these clothes. Yeah, this camping spot's a no-go for me. Way too many signs of human activity. This is obviously a major crossing area. Wow. Alright, let's continue on. Kind of gives you an eerie feeling like you're being watched. You see that much sign of human activity in a place where there shouldn't be. So many people crossing right here. They have an inner tube right there that they use to get people across on. I do see lots of footprints there. The first dirt road I've seen in America on this trip. But I would imagine whoever's using it might be picking up the people that are going across the river. Hola. Oh, sorry, that's the only word I know. As I'm filtering this water, all I'm thinking about is all the dead things I've seen above here. But I went a couple more miles, and I finally found an open spot. I'm gonna go check it out, see if it looks safe to camp. No, I really don't like this spot. Someone has driven a vehicle down here very recently, and they were probably picking up some compadres from over there. Time to make this poo-poo water taste a little better. There's our salt and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Alright guys, I'm going to continue on. This spot is far from safe. This is a pretty good set of rapids here. Checking another spot here. Wow. I'm not sure what those are. Some sort of clothing. Trash bag. But to me, this spot looks the safest because in Mexico over there, we've got a cliff. We're gonna have to make this work. I found a very secluded spot here. I just gotta get my raft through these thorn bushes without popping it. Oh boy. Check out this spot. I'm very, very hidden back in here, and I think it's just big enough to set up my tent. There's so much human activity in this area. I'm gonna have to lay low tonight. There's a sock right there. Whew. Finally got out of the heat though, and we found some shade. Well, it was a tight fit, but I got the tent set up here. We got fresh places where a beaver's been chewing here, and I don't want a beaver to come into the tent with me at night. It is unbelievably hot. About 20 feet that way, there is a heavily trafficked human trail scattered with clothing. I'm gonna go ahead and get my dinner started here. Just gonna do the cold soaking in the sun. Got a decent amount of water in there. My rice and beans with a little bit of taco seasoning. I'm out away from my camp. I don't want to contaminate it with the smell of food. A little shake there. Alright, I'm just gonna let that set in the sun for a couple hours and it'll be ready. I just realized someone hung their underwear like right above where my tent is here, which is signaling that this is a crossing spot. Great. It's hot. Let's see if the food's ready. Oh yeah. Rice, beans, a little bit of taco seasoning. So, in this mellow and boring world we live in, this is the closest one could come to the Wild West. People still die out here every single day. These old ranchers that live out here still live like it's 1800. I would bet a good majority of these guys don't even have electricity. On the other side of the river, it's still essentially a third world country. A good portion of those guys don't have electricity either. Why on earth would I want to come out here? Well, I guess the simplest answer to that question is I fear boredom more than death, if that makes sense. While I might not have a gun with me, that doesn't mean I'm not at least semi-armed. First off, I've got my knife here, the Armis VSK1, greatest knife ever made, by the way. I do sleep with that quite close. Secondly, the Aviator, I'm just kidding. Secondly, you might laugh, but I've got my rubber band powered slingshot here. This thing has quite possibly saved my life more than once. Let me explain. So I always carry these rocks. It'll launch a rock this size at a pretty good speed. Watch this and then I'll explain how it saved my life. I'm gonna go for that rock right there, that big one. This is kind of my survival weapon if I got stuck. I've got my fishing rod and I've got my slingshot. This thing's fed me a many nights. But how it saved my life is It's deterred many a water moccasin from boarding my raft. It definitely does a good job doing that. It's just fun to keep around, so I always keep a slingshot with me. A homemade one. Armed? Not really, but better than nothing. Alright guys, well that was a pretty interesting day. We saw lots of smuggling activities. Who knows what tomorrow's gonna hold? I don't know. But if I survive tonight, we're gonna find out. There's a huge hog right here. They're all across the river too. This might be a long night. Someone's coming in Mexico. Well, that's the quickest I've ever taken down camp. I hope I didn't forget anything. I think someone's over there dropping people off. There's a lot of shallow spots like this in the river where I have to drag through. I'm not making works of art here. I don't use any music in my videos. I don't use any special sound effects. I don't use any fancy editing techniques. It's just raw, pure. It's real. I hear a truck coming on the American side now, and I really don't need to hang around because I would imagine that some of these old timers here still shoot people crossing the river. It's not out of the question. Man, that was gonna come get me there for a second. Skunk. There's a massive cave over there in Mexico. Man, I would love to go explore that. And it might just be a staging area, because on the American side over here, it is just littered with clothes. Crazy, these deer are not even scared of me. Guys, she is well within range of my homemade bow. I could send one right through her heart. No problem. This time of year, those big yellow cats should be spawning. These log jams like this are perfect places to catch a big one. I'm gonna try a lot harder tonight to get some more bait, so we can hopefully try to catch one. And here's where we're sleeping tonight. Just kidding. I want to get the heck away from this thing. Hola. ¿Cómo se dice ribeye steak in Espanol? I could go for a steak right now. What the heck? Now, why on earth would we have a power line running into Mexico? Or is it a zip line? $1 million bucks. $1 million bucks. It would make sense. I can hear a massive waterfall right in front of me. The really dangerous thing on these weirs is if you go over it and flip, that hydraulic force will pin you under the water there and you will drown. That is the most dangerous thing you could do in a boat, is get wedged right there under there, because it will flip you over and hold you underwater. It was a huge board. Lots and lots of thorn bushes. I gotta be very careful. And one of these pieces of cane could go right through my raft like nothing. I'm kind of in a bind here. Oh my gosh. Whew. I almost fell in. It would have held me under right there. It's trying to suck my raft back to the vortex. Ooh, that portage just about killed me. Might have been where that jet boat that you saw a couple days ago launched. Some fresh tire tracks right there. Or someone just came down here to pick up a load. Imagine us running into that sharp stick there. That would be an end to this trip pretty quick. These spots here with the baby birds up in the nest there would be perfect to try and catch a big catfish under, because they're probably just waiting here along this ledge for some baby birds to fall in. This one kind of looks like a fighting bull. Oh, hello. Hasta luego. I might be speaking fluent Spanish by the time I get home. I love this raft. The animals have no idea what I am. It'd be so awesome to hunt out of this thing and just... It's at this moment that I'm debating in my head whether or not I should start screaming Walmart. Howdy. I heard y'all coming from like 3 miles away. I have seen a lot of signs of people crossing, but I haven't seen any people. Yeah. Well, I just checked my map. This isn't quite as far as I wanted to make it today, but this looks like a really good spot to catch big catfish, so. And there's some good shade, so I think I'm gonna try and see if I can find a flat spot to put our tent on there. Well, I thought this would be a pretty safe place to camp since the Border Patrol is just a couple miles back there, but look at all these human footprints. No, I haven't found any backpacks. Thank goodness they did not search me. I mean, I'm not hiding anything, but... Alright, we've got a trash bag back there, so quite a few people do cross here, but I'm just doing a little exploring here to make sure we are safe. What the heck? Check this out. Whoa. Great. Right there is where I'm planning on camping tonight, and I just found a kill site. Huh. It appears to be about a 40 to 50 pound feral hog that something has absolutely devoured. It look like a beautiful place to camp or not? It really does. I think it's worth it. We're camping here. It's too pretty of a campsite. And most importantly about this spot, we've got shade. Now, is this the most likely spot for me to get scalped in the night? Absolutely. But it looks like we should have some good fishing here. It's creatine, guys. Trying to build some muscle with all that paddling. What is this? This bag is something different. This would be pretty hard to explain to those Border Patrol and Custom guys, but Lunchtime. I'm trying to find some bait. There's some kind of bug right here under this rock. I'm gonna try and flush him out here and smash him. Wow. Got him. Oh yeah, he definitely can steam. Alright, let's hope we can use this to catch a bait fish. Buzz definitely did have a very large stinger I've seen come out a couple times. Alright, let's go see what we can do with this. Just hoping for one bluegill. If we can just get one bluegill, we'll have bait for catfish. Alright, well this looks like as good a spot as any. Something. Oh, just a tree. But I've secured some more bait here, thanks to my trusty slingshot. I can see a bunch of minnows right down there, so that's probably a pretty good spot. I would really like to find some crickets for bait. Those are usually the best bet. I don't think there's going to be any worms here. There's some more bait. I'm gonna keep trying in the shaded area here. Finally, I've spotted a grasshopper on the top of this rock. He's really spooky. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, just missed him. I really need this one, guys. This would almost be a guaranteed fish if I can get him. I'll get him this time. Got him. Yes. Oh, I needed this one bad. There we go. We should be able to get one with this. Please give me a bait fish here. I really need it. Got something. And that did not take long at all. Woo. This, my friends, is a channel catfish. It's a really small one. But if I really needed the food, this would be a great meal. Unfortunately, I cannot use this for bait on our big rod. Not in this state, at least. Little fella took my bait, but I see another grasshopper right here. Same species. Got him. Oh, yes. Oh, I shot the good part of him off, but this should work. Let's go back in that same general area right here. Y'all can laugh at my slingshot all you want. It would have saved me again tonight if we really need something to eat. Very useful tool to keep around. And the ammunition's everywhere. Oh, I got a gar. He's actually just tangled in my line. He's not even hooked. What the heck, my bobber's down there in the tree, and I guess it just hung him as he was swimming by here. You gotta be careful, they have razor sharp teeth. Contrary to popular belief, these actually are great to eat as well. This is a needle-nosed gar. The alligator gar have much more meat on them, but there's a good back strap right in there if you can penetrate into these hard scales. Listen to this. Man, he is all twisted up there. I gotta go get my knife. I've actually decided we're not going to throw him back. It is legal for me to cut him up and use him for bait, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to cut a big chunk out of him and put it on the big rod, cast it out there, see what we can get. Got 65-pound line on this thing. So this giant species of catfish I'm after here, well, they generally prefer live meat. Got our piece of garb there on a pretty large hook, and I got a pretty heavy weight right here. Let's cast it out there and see what we can get. I placed it over there along that far shoreline, that shade line is, and it felt like it went in a pretty deep hole. I saw the bush bounce. I saw this tree shake again. Oh. Something's taking the bait. A hard run. With these circle hooks, you really don't set the hook. You just kind of pull into them, but man, missed it. I had dinner out there cooking a couple hours. It's hot. Ow. Kind of crazy the sun gets it so hot that it's so hot it's burning my hands touching it. Just as good as ever. Wind has picked up quite a bit. Feels like an air fryer out here. It's cooking me. I'd probably give $500 right now for a cold Red Bull. Probably $1,000 for a pizza. Those are my usual two cravings when I'm out here. And you might be thinking, that would be an absolutely ridiculous waste of money. Well, out here, money is pretty much worthless. But food's worth everything. I do have to say, packing light like I do makes these trips just so much more enjoyable. When you bring a whole lot of stuff camping with you, it really just takes away from the fun because you spend all your time lugging your gear around and setting it up and taking it down. But basically all I've got's a tent and my raft here, which really makes it a lot more fun. Sure, do I miss having some things with me? Yeah, but the simplicity makes up for it. I always try to do to protect myself in the night is to keep animals away from my tent. I'll angle my stuff here, and if I can, I'll get some thorn bushes like this and I'll kind of angle them like that around where my head's gonna be. It's not much, but it's better than nothing, and it helps me sleep a little bit better. Also helps keep the cattle from trampling me in my sleep, which is a real danger out here. Well, I got a good view of the crossing area from my content here. Not real sure what I'm gonna do if I see someone. I guess just smile and wave. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. I did not sleep much last night, so hopefully tonight's better. Alright, ready to set sail. Let's go see what kind of predicaments we can get ourselves into today. On the road again. My voice is almost gone from screaming all night. And not from pleasure. I was trying to keep the cows and hogs away from my tent all night. It was not easy. Check out that guard. It's a lot of force right here being pushed in this little area. Whew. We're going fast. I'm going like 30 miles an hour right now, probably. Here comes the rapids. As I paddle by all this thick stuff here, really all that I think about is one little rock, one little thump to my head, and they got a whole bunch of cool camping stuff. So it appears we've got some sort of mayfly hatch here going on, and these will make excellent bait for bluegill later. I think I'm gonna save a few of them. Oh yeah, I'm so excited about this. Finally we have good bait. I guess it's all fun and games until I whack a wasp nest. They're just coming to me now. Got him. Now that is a big rock. Could you imagine camping under that when it fell? Now there are alligators in this river, but I assume they're farther on downstream. Or at least I hope. I don't think this raft would hold up to an alligator attack. It's looking like the river's pretty low compared to usual. You can see those lines on the wall there. Water's usually about 4 foot higher probably. Oh, oh, don't want to go that way. Oh, oh, okay. Woo. Ooh, now that cave looks spooky. Let's go check it out. Check out the ferns. This is awesome. I do see some kind of weird shape in that cave. Yep, I'm good. Last little bit of shade I could find. I'm gonna eat my lunch right here. It has also just came to my attention that my water filter is not working. There's stuff floating all in my water. And it's still brown. Oh, luckily I brought a spare, but it doesn't remove heavy metals. I'm extremely lucky I haven't gotten sick yet from that water. I've seen so many dead things in the water. The wind is so strong, I'm going in reverse. I'm just gonna have to camp here. I can't make it any farther today. Hopefully there's a flat spot up there. Oh, that looks just like an alligator track. Okay. Oh sweet, we've got a spring there. You can see the clear water flowing into the murky water. This should help my water situation quite a bit. Lots of clothing. Hey, I think I have that shirt. Spooky. I'm not sure what the heck this is. Oh. Life jacket somebody used to help get them across. The farther and farther I go south, the more and more it's starting to look like a jungle. Trying to find me a spot off of the cattle trail so I don't get trampled in my sleep. It's not easy. Another backpack. Man, I don't know why everywhere I pick is a major crossing area. Oh, let's see what's in this one. Nothing in that one. I do like the looks of this spot here. Let's see if we can get my raft back in here. I gotta drag it back up this steep bank here. That's home. I know I put that extra water filter in here somewhere. There it is, at the very bottom. Thank goodness. Oh, I'm so thirsty. I brought this little hammock with me. I figured it would come in handy in a place like this. It makes relaxing a whole lot easier, and it doesn't weigh but maybe an ounce or two. Moment of truth. Will it hold? Perfect. I would actually probably sleep best tonight right here in this hammock because I've got a good view of what's going on around me, and I can just hit that flashlight on them and scream like a girl. One problem is these forests, boy, at night they come alive. And you might be thinking, look at this brave young man all out there in the wilderness by himself. But really, I'm just dumb. I'm scared as hell out here. Well, things have really went quite smoothly this trip. We're still on track to make it out of here on time. Tomorrow is going to be the longest day yet. I've got to make it almost 18 miles tomorrow. Spring is pretty tricky to get to. Oh yeah, nice and cool water. Oh man, I needed this bad. Whoa, look at all those minnows. Oh, that's great. A snake is eating a frog right here where I gotta get water. Great. And how interesting that my map shows this is called Snake Canyon. Great. Well, I just happened to look up. The dang ants have gotten our bait. Dang it. I don't know what to do. They're all in my bag now. And I had the bag tied up to the tree so they couldn't get it. It's not even touching the ground. And they just went down the stream. Well, the question is, are they going to go down my hammock string here and eat me while I'm trying to sleep? One thing I definitely did not anticipate on this trip was the dangers of the wild cattle. These things are definitely unpredictable and dangerous. And I'm kind of scared one's going to come running right on down this trail here and, well, throw me up in the air like a piñata. My middle name is Lane, after Lane Frost, the bull rider. Yeah. I definitely don't want to go out the same way. Now, I actually did not even bring a lighter out here with me. And I did that just to show you that it's more about what you carry up here than what you carry on your person. Now, I might not have any common sense, but I've got a little bit of survivability to me, and let me show y'all how I would make a fire if I was stranded out here without a lighter. Just about every outdoorsman these days carries a GoPro on them, and this is the battery from my GoPro. It's actually dead, but I think it'll still work. I got a little bit of steel wool here. I've just pulled a little piece off of it. We're gonna take that little piece of that and touch it to the plus and minus on this GoPro battery. We got smoke. that's a tip that might just save your life. I really can't have a fire right here with all this dry wood around me, but I wish I could. It might help keep the boogeyman away at night. So that'll save someone one day. That guy almost ran right through my hand. It's like a Mexican fighting bull crossed with a longhorn. Holy cow. It's gonna be a long night. I can already hear lots of animals moving. It's a good thing I'm not scared of the dark. Just all the things in it. As you can see, I am now in my tent. In the middle of the night I had to set it up because mosquitoes were attacking me. The only thing I heard was some stuff swimming across the river. I don't know if it was people or animals, but... Oh, alright, let's get packed up. We got a big day today. Gonna make it almost 20 miles. The mornings are the only time of day that I get a cool drink. Oh no. Oh wow, check out this boat, guys. That boat is absolutely shredded. That just shows you what these flash floods can do. Because that just looks like a piece of roofing metal now. Really flattened out that aluminum boat. Oof. Oh. He actually opted to stand his ground rather than run from me. You're a mean looking little bull, ain't you? This is the guy that almost killed me yesterday afternoon. The one that's like a longhorn crossed with a Mexican fighting bull, and he is wild, and he is as wild as a deer. There's definitely something about the pure serenity of nature with a little bit of danger. I guess it's like a sweet and hot food. They just go right along with each other. You know, I've spent a good portion of my life trying to find this the wildest places possible, and I reckon this is definitely one of them. I like this song. Man, the birds are happy this morning. Alright, let's try this again. Bunch of mayflies here. I'm gonna put them in this pouch I have for my camera. Maybe the ants won't get them this time. Now you guys might think this is absolutely insane, but I have an idea that when I'm old, I've never had kids or anything like that, I'm going to take all of the wealth I've accumulated up to that point in my life and probably put it in gold. And I've got a plan to hide it on one of these 3 sister rivers here, and maybe I'll leave clues in these videos to just where it's going to be, but I can promise you whoever finds it is really going to be deserving of it, because it's not going to be easy. I mean, it sounds like a good plan to me, but it'd be kind of cool. Something to live on after I'm gone. My treasure. Now that's a cave. I really can't help but admire how much the scenery has changed since the beginning of our trip. Rock composition has changed a ton. That's a massive cave. intense headwind here. I'm paddling as hard as I can and barely making any progress. Oh, decent little set of rapids here. Let's see if we can run it. Whoa, did y'all see that huge fish in front of me? Look at this. Massive fish. Golly. That fish was almost as big as my raft. It is looking really fishy in this area. I'm gonna start looking for a campsite for tonight. My main fear is that I film something that these guys don't want filmed. And in that case, my parents might be getting my head in the mail. Well, the scenery has changed once again. Now we're in a tall willow forest. Look at the whirlpools. There's real undercurrents right here that are trying to pull me under big time. Alright boys, I'm thinking that's where we're gonna sleep tonight. Let's hope something don't kick a rock off with the top on my head. That'll be the end of me. It looks like something or someone crosses right here pretty often. Alright, let's see if it's even inhabitable. Oh wow. I didn't expect there to be water back here. Wow. It is spooky as heck back here. Like, what the heck is that? A cave? Yep. We're gonna have to make this work, because this is the only place to sleep around here, and it is an impenetrable forest. Oh yeah, and if a flood comes, we are toast right here, by the way. I'm quite certainly the first human being to ever sleep right here. And to top it off, this area looks like it's infested with water moccasins. We're gonna have to sleep here, because it's all we've got. There's a good chance this is gonna be the worst night's sleep of my life. And this looks like a terrible place for fishing, so I'm gonna let these mayflies go. I'm not gonna get to use them, and I don't want the ants to come after them. I'm not even gonna cook dinner tonight. I'm too exhausted. It's gonna be a long night. Wish me luck. And looking up out of my tent, this is bad. Directly above me is this rock, and it is cracking. Oh well, I guess it's my time if it's my time. This rock's gonna decide that. It is so unlevel in here. One sneeze and I'm gonna roll off down into the river. That is definitely not what I wanted to see. Camping up against this bluff wall like this. Looks like there might be some major thunderstorms building. Out here on storm watch. Nothing stresses me out more than storms when I'm out here on the river like this. There's nothing worse than being caught in a flash flood. One good little trick to know is out here, since I'm surrounded by willows, if you take these willows here and strip the bark off, boil the bark, you can make it into sort of kind of like tea out of it. But here's the thing, it acts as sort of like a pain reliever similar to Tylenol. It's really effective. I'm gonna keep my raft here ready to go in case a wall of water does come. But the main issue is, if you look behind me, you can see a big bundle of reeds. When a wall of water comes down this river, it's generally accompanied by a huge layer of reeds, dead reeds. Make it extremely dangerous. It'll kind of pull my raft under it and it'll possibly hold me under.
Show me. Show me.
Wow. birds are so loud here. I could hear snakes crawling around last night all around me, mostly out of this stuff. So I had to keep my
Go
feet
plant.
away from the edges because Viper uses like a heat-seeking thing, so if it saw my toe touching the edge of that tent, it might think it's a mouse and strike you. I smell the cologne of a middle-aged Mexican man. You can just see the humidity in the air. The farther and farther we go south towards the ocean, the more and more humid it's getting. It feels like you could just cut the air with a knife. It's extremely hot and it just radiated all night on. If you listen closely, you can hear a spring flowing in at a pretty high velocity right there. There's every few hundred feet there's a spring like that coming in, so the river is really picking up in flow here. Morning, ladies. Oh gosh, I was like 5 yards from that deer. Inflatable raft, razor sharp trees. What's not to love? These sharp logs sticking up like this in the middle of the rapids are incredibly dangerous for this raft. Just gotta do my best to navigate them and just pray there's not one just directly under the water. That would not go good.
Go potty.
Alright.
Lego potties.
There's a major whirlpool right there. That last set of rapids back there, I came this close to getting sucked under. It was almost got me. This is what I was talking about last night. When this river has a flash flood, the canes on it just coat the whole surface of the river. And that's probably what would take me out the flash flood, not the actual water itself. We've got a beaver right here. Sure am glad one of them didn't come in my tent last night and all on my... We went from desert scrubland to a forest. Look at this. And these guys just been following me for most of the trip. They're just waiting on me to die. Is that a lion? Two bobcats. They've never seen a person before. They weren't really scared of me at all. The strong headwind is really making me earn my miles today. Whoa. Now that's a cliff. Well, I should have tried to make it here last night. That would have been a much better campsite than what we had. Oh yeah. Here we go, boys. That was a good one. I actually took some water overboard on that. Check out the size of that cave there. Whoa. That's insane. Wow, it's like a painting. Just over millions of years, these rivers have carved that. It's so incredible. A couple hundred miles upstream, they just discovered a new species of plant. There has got to still be stuff here that hasn't been discovered yet, because it's even more remote here. Got the whole river constricted down to this little spot right here. Let's see if we can make it through. The danger zone is in these whirlpools right here off to the side of the current. It really tries to pull this freaking raft underwater. The river's at least 3 times as swift as when I started. It's really becoming a challenge here. I think some rain upstream really amplified it on us here. Well, it looks like Mexico did build the wall, but it was about 4 billion years ago. I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, brought to you by me. I paid for this whole trip out of my own bank account. Thanks, buddy. Which way to America? Do you know?
Oh.
Dang, you're being a pretty good buck. We're at like 3 yards range right now, guys. Maybe you know which direction I should be going. That way? Okay, that's the way I'm gonna go, ma'am. Man, the Mexico deer aren't quite as nice. This really just looks like the type of place that a dang pterodactyl could come flying out. It's untouched by time. Well, if something happens and I can't make it out of here, we're gonna build a bow, and I bet we're feasting on venison by morning. Alright, let's go check this out. Quicksand. Oh. Wow. Yeah, don't step right there, guys. Wow, it's certainly an interesting spot here. It's too dangerous to camp down in the draw like this. This is from a flash flood that carved this. This is the only flat spot around. And from the looks of it, a very recent flash flood, the brush is still green. God, could you imagine that thing sticking me through my tent in the middle of the night? Whoa, alright, I guess I have to continue on into the heat. Taking a nap, buddy? Oh man, we're gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight. There's fog everywhere in this area. Now, if we can't find a flat spot to sleep here out of the brush, I'm gonna have to sleep in the raft. Now, while it's not ideal, I have done it before, and it was not fun. And I really don't want to have to do it again. It was a very brutal night.
Hold on, baby.
Alright, let's go see if this bottle works. Looks pretty terrible, but it is what it is. Well, the forest is essentially unpenetrable, and the draw is full of water, so I just have to set up my tent right here. And some sort of large mammal slept right there last night. So I'm just gonna sit here and try not to die.
Yeah, I'm good.
Just kidding, I'm still alive. Barely. It is so hot. It smells like goats in here, but I think it's me. You know the rule, only delicious meals around here. It's looking awful blue upriver. It's never a good sign. Water's already been rising a little bit from the previous storms. I'm gonna try to leave most of the gear ready to go. We have to leave in the middle of the night because of the water rising. We can't. We'll just hop on a boat. I'm trapped between these canyons here. And where there's not canyons, the brush so thick there's no way to get through. Now I batten down all the hatches just in case that's coming because it looks pretty gnarly. The only downside is,
Okay.
now it's like a solar oven in here. I didn't expect to have to worry about animals as much at this campsite. Something really big just ran right by my tent. Whew. Got camp packed up. That was absolutely my worst night's sleep yet. I slept terrible. But I think we can make it to the extraction point today if we hurry. My objective today is to make it the heck out of this place. But I was sleeping below that cave. Huge cave. I thought I heard lots of bats last night. You can see the remnants of ancient campfire smoke up there on the roof of that one. This was once a colony of people thousands of years ago. The Apaches, which inhabited this region when the Spanish came through here exploring it, they called them the Humanas, the people that made these cave paintings thousands of years ago. And they don't know what happened to them. They just disappeared off the face of the earth. Every once in a while during cave excavations, we'll find signs of their life, but that's all that's left. And in their artwork, they painted all on the walls of these caves here. Wow. This is amazing. Those look like condos almost. It's really places like this where you just realize how small you actually are. Yep, I'm pretty little. Okay, I speak better goat than Spanish. Wow. These cliffs really made the whole trip worth it. This is just so incredible. I'm sure this camera doesn't even do it justice. Have y'all seen any backpacks? Yeah, I wouldn't tell anyone either. So, a lot of you might not realize this, but I strategically placed my ranch. I bought one where it's at on purpose. The river I live on is actually a tributary, one of the main tributaries of this river right here. I've got access to thousands and thousands of miles of river just right from my cabin there. I could technically make it all the way home from right here. But, I mean, it might take me a month or two, even though it really is only a few miles that way. By river, it would take quite a while, especially going upstream, but we could definitely make it home from here. That's a very unique cave there. There's something very weird going on in the back of it. It's almost like it opens up into another world. Maybe that's where the Humanas went. They could still live here in this place and nobody would even know. I would bet there's more people alive that have seen Bigfoot than have seen this place. And I don't even think Bigfoot's real. This is real. Yeah, I want that one. Let's see if we can find a goat here so I can negotiate the price. I'm gonna buy it. I've got to make sure I don't miss my turn to the canyon where my extraction point is, because it's like another 40 miles to the next blimp of civilization. I don't have enough food for that, so holy cow, guys. An alligator guard just came up right there. That was probably twice the length of this raft. Whoa. Man, I wish I could paint that good, but well, I'm a lot more autistic than artistic. So it's like a caveman mansion up there. Wow. Y'all ever seen turkeys scale a cliff? Because those turkeys just ran right up that cliff. Some mountain turkeys. I can actually see daylight in that cave up there. It goes so deep. Now, even in this rough terrain, I'm still seeing quite a bit of evidence of people crossing. And that water bottle is certainly not from a fellow American. Look at that spider. I hate spiders. Its current is so swift, guys. She is rolling. Right up in front of me here, we've got the confluence of another river, one of the major tributaries to the Rio Grande. And one interesting thing about it is the water is so alkaline that I can't even drink it, not even through a filter. So I've got to collect my water before we get to it. I've still got a lot of miles to make after we pass that river. That's a cool little thing right there. And then if you look up there, there's a goat just on the side of the cliff. He's just chilling. I've reached the headwaters of a lake, and as you can see, it is white capping. The wind is so strong. And right here, the river doubles in size. There's the confluence. Hopefully it'll help push me a little harder. Well, they say don't drink the water in Mexico. I'm about to drink a lot of it. Tastes like goat piss. Well, I think this is it here. Well, the only question is, where's my crew? I'm about 30 minutes early, so surely they'll show up soon. I'm gonna write a book one day, but, well, most of the things I'm gonna write about, I haven't even done them yet. I really do appreciate y'all joining me on this video, and don't forget to click that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bueno. Muy bien. You're not gonna believe what I found. Hey Siri, directions to the nearest Ferrari dealership.
Roblox has been a hot topic here lately. We're watching the EW body cam. Ewu, Roblox predator realizes he's been caught. Now, me, I've never been a Roblox fan. The games are fun and sure, but as far as my kids playing it, not once, never. Like, can I play Roblox? No. But my friends play it, don't care, don't want to hear about it. You ain't playing it. Ain't no way. And even the other parents are like, well, why can't it? It's like, my kids really enjoy it. And they're like, well, you know the internet a little bit. That game is that game is online, then there's a lot of weird people out there, and I just don't want to even like give that bridge a chance to be crossed. And here we are years later. Seems I feel like I was right the whole time. I feel very validated right now. Very, very validated. They got Chris Hansen on Roblox. They got
Chris is taking a stance.
this one here is someone had like some weird thing set up to where they were being a predator and they got busted. So let's watch it figure it out.
There's been a significant amount of information provided to us related to child being accessed. Where were you talking to him?
I believe on Roblox.
Just one?
Take a second.
I think this is the last department interview or something maybe that happens later on.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah. So, all right. Yeah.
Gross.
In the chat logs, they find explicit conversations with children, each one pointing to a predator who's been operating undetected for far longer than anyone could imagine.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like even my kids play Minecraft. They're like, hey, can we go online? I want to go online to this thing. Like they see like the maps or whatever if they're watching YouTube and all that. I'm like, no. No, you're not getting online. You're not getting. If there's other people that are just like these random people, no, it's not happening. And for like these exact reasons right here, because you just don't know. And the interesting part to me is, I feel like as time goes by, the veil of like internet, you don't know who I am, you can't find me kind of thing is like going away. Like people are like swatting streamers and stuff like that. They're going after them. They're going to jail. These people are doing like their porn stuff. And they're like, all right, well, let's go get them. Like, we have all their information. Or if it's not their information, we can use that to probably hunt them down, you know?
Right.
What's their IP? Where are they? Kind of thing. And so I appreciate that that's becoming more, like, that's been pierced, and that's, like, not it seemed like it was so, like, you just couldn't figure out who they are, or where are they? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
Just because you're on the other side of the monitor now doesn't mean you're untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a fantastic thing that people have. Worry about what they're doing, which they should be.
Especially if they're doing stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh.
On April 16th, 2025, Marion County Sheriff's deputies and the Ocala Police Department SWAT team combined efforts to serve a search
It wasn't that long ago. Like as far as this recording goes, it was like a handful of months ago.
Why do I feel like Marion County is like a recurring thing in some of our videos? I don't know. Marion County, I don't know why, but I feel like we've heard that several times in this sliding
It's
cam.
just in Florida, man.
Gotta catch Florida man.
Suspected perpetrator is 17-year-old Christian Edward Scriven, who's placed in the back of a patrol car with his brother.
Man, a 17-year-old is the one doing all this.
Wow.
I can make several logical leaps of like just like what's going on in his personal life that would lead him to like be wanting to share this kind of stuff with children.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that was good.
Hopefully you're not going to jail. I don't think you will. For you, I'm probably online with that. Love you.
Brotherly love, man. You're probably fine, but not me, buddy. Nah, once they find that hard drive, boy, it's over with.
I'm gone, bro.
While his brother Dominic is not questioned about the case due to his intellectual disabilities, Christian and his father are each interviewed separately in recorded sessions with a detective from the Internet Crimes Unit and a Homeland Security investigator.
There's been a significant amount of.
So this is their dad. They were sitting there on the corner and it was blurred out, and I was just like,
Yeah, was he wearing clothes?
I don't know, man. they caught him at a bad time.
Yeah, I guess, right off the pot.
He didn't have his Trump shirt on yet.
If one of your kids was to be involved, can you get technical with it?
Christian.
Dang. It's just like Christian. It's him. Unless it's the dad. He's just like, yeah, it's him. Definitely.
Yeah. Ugh.
But also, I'm pretty sure, just from the thumbnail, that it like shows like Christian's like stuff, like his face. And I assume it's gonna be all about him. So as a dad, you know, like, the police show up and they're like, "This is what's going on." And you're just like, yikes. But I wonder, like, right? I wonder if dad's like going through like all the potential signs that he like.
Yeah.
If there were any, you know, or even like what the how these young men were raised, and like if that, you know, there's a lot of gaps that
Right.
You gotta be careful not to fill in yourself.
How much did Dad know?
Yeah, he may not know anything. He may be completely didn't know a gosh darn thing about it. I hope that's the case.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope he's not involved. I hope it's not like a whole household deal here. That would be really disgusting.
Because he's done it in the past. He's going to do it now. He's going to do it.
Though they spare the details to Christian's father, what they're about to uncover is even more serious than accessing explicit materials of children and
really calculate a pattern. All right, but I was just thinking about how the dad said, "Well, he's done it before, he'll do it again," kind of thing. And I don't know what that was in reference to exactly.
Right.
They didn't give him all the details, but I guess it is like pornographic material is what they were referring to.
involves a disturbing and calculated pattern of predatory behavior.
I would also say, though, as a parent, I don't know, I can't speak too much because, you know, you're not there, you're not in the house, you don't know what all's going on. But I mean, if I got a kid that's having problems with pornographic material and especially trying to share it or something like that, then he ain't getting the internet. You know,
right?
He's cut off. He's cut off.
Yeah,
for sure, 100%.
But you know, he's what, 17?
Yeah.
So he's probably accessing this from. Well, I mean, they did catch the IP at home, right? But who knows where else? You know, as soon as he gets logged in somewhere, you know, like.
I don't know. I just feel like I would make it hard for him. It's like,
oh, absolutely, you got to make it hard.
But he needs the internet. You know, he's got to like learn better. How he's doing that? He don't need jack.
Right. Well, he needs not the internet. He needs outside, bro. Go outside.
When did you get your phone? Sometime last year. My dad gave it to me because I've been doing good in school.
So it's a phone?
You're doing good in school.
Doing good in school. Got rewarded. Yeah, you've been doing good in school. Here's your smartphone. You got 2 copies of Pocahontas.
In the VHS, baby.
Yeah, man.
In February 2025, Roblox reported Christian's chat logs to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Okay, so Roblox reported it. It's good on them, but
right.
I'm also remembering the part at the beginning where they said this has been going on longer than you can imagine, too. So,
right.
I don't know how good on them it is. At least something happened.
Primarily children under 16 create and join games known as experiences while playing as customizable avatars. Christian regularly entered these experiences under the username Lost Shadow.
Yeah, so the experiences, and I don't know how it is now, but I do remember it's kind of like I'll use like YouTube Kids. Like sometimes a video will pop up that as a parent you go, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, for sure.
Similar thing for the experiences. Like it'll be like approved for certain ages, but then they get in there, and if you're looking over their shoulder, you go, what? Why is that there? That doesn't
seem for kids.
Does not need to be in there. And people like either sneaking stuff in or having their own lines of what's appropriate kind of like not match up to what yours is. Kind of
right.
Thing,
exactly.
You know? Yeah. So a lot of that, and again, that's why I'll beat that dead horse. That I don't think my kids are ever going to play Roblox ever. They could be 20 years old, and I'll be like, no. You can't buy me Robux or whatever they are. I can't use my credit card.
seems kind of foreboding, you know, just like when you lost Shadow or so. You know, no, like I'm like a Sonic type fan, so.
Oh, okay, so it's Shadow from
Yeah.
Sonic. It's always the Sonic fans.
Oh man.
It's always the one who likes Shadow too.
Yeah. See, it ain't us honest knuckles guys. You know
Yeah, I
what
know, right? I'm a tail stand right here. And then whenever you get all the Chaos Emeralds and Knuckles turns pink, I already knew. Here's the man.
I was talking to a kid, but I really didn't know it was somebody who was on my age. Where were you talking to? I believe on Roblox. Just one. They were saying so.
Pretty honest about it. I mean, well,
Yeah.
I guess, you know, maybe partially, maybe fully, I don't know, but yeah, it's not like I ain't saying nothing.
Right.
It's like, hey, I know why you're here. It's kind of, it's like a, I feel like it's the, like the younger innocent part of like, man, I got caught, I gotta come clean kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like the old hardened criminal to where like, I got caught, but I didn't do nothing until you prove it. I didn't do nothing.
Where's my lawyer?
Yeah. I'm innocent. That was my brother's account, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. And what'd you guys talk about? Like,
Well, I don't know if this is the footage from the actual
House?
Yeah. Well, it says actual case footage up there. I know they're out there with like the big guns out there. Like, we got one of them Roblox dudes in here.
Yeah, let's just
Get the big guns ready.
I wonder if just every Florida cop just stays strapped like that, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like Florida man at every corner, bro.
Is it the Florida man? Alligators.
when we say pictures, what do we mean by like 30 pictures? I believe. Okay.
I also keep saying I believe too, like maybe.
Yeah.
I think they were dirty pictures. Or were they?
In one conversation reported by Roblox, Christian tells a child with an undisclosed age that he is 15 years old.
To be lying about your age, what age would you say?
Like either a year above them, or like a year or two above them.
They're like 14. It's like, yeah, I'm 15. So I guess to kind of get that bit of bond going on. How manipulative. Look at him.
That's part of that predatory patterns they were seeing there.
Yeah, just in a sense so they would be comfortable type deal. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm being honest with you.
Seems like it.
Good, makes it easier.
Right? You've been read your rights right before this, so they're gonna use all of this.
Absolutely. Love an honest criminal.
Gives his instead. Since Roblox prohibits the sharing of phone numbers, Christian tricks the filter by sharing it a few digits at a time.
Yeah, it's like there's like filters and stuff like that. So what's your how can I get a hold of you? It's like, oh, 88. So yeah, what 789, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, it's like, what can you do really though? Like, as the company Roblox, who like what goes on their platform is like they have a responsibility to like report and do that stuff. But it's like, what else can they really do to keep people? Because you can get around almost everything. Like even like here in the States, like depending on what state you live in, if you go to an adult website, it's like you have to put in your identification, or you can just like turn on a VPN, which a lot are free, and just go around it anyway. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, sorry if I just spoiled. Oh no. Just kidding. If you
you can't.
Can't.
You'll go to jail.
Yeah, bad. And everyone who like cared that much probably already knew anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like that. What can they do?
I feel like some of the best platforms that have figured it out, right, just don't allow chat. You know, it's like you have emotes.
I don't think you can. I think there's even like an age limit for chat on. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought there was. But you know, I would say like just having kids, underage kids, and internet, together to where anyone can come in is like
not okay.
The biggest hot potato ever.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm 100% sure, 1,000%. There's no doubt in my mind that stuff like this actually happens too often, and I'm sure they have their steps and how they try to prevent it from happening, and they're doing everything they can. But it's just like one of those things that you just can't stop if someone really wants to do it, you know. And I would rather not ever have my kids to even have the chance of being exposed to it. But anyway,
So, also like the breaking nose stuff that
like a lot of fun. Flat, his hands. I mean, that's why it's really not that bad. I mean, shoot.
Oh, no.
6 months ago, it was $56. Peaked up like 137. It dipped down to 114. It's back up to 126. So yeah, bump of the road, I guess. $2.8 billion in revenue in 2023, right?
Wow.
So I mean, it's freaking my sucker's popping, baby.
Yeah.
One day my kids may resent me for me not letting them play Roblox, but you know what? I think I can.
Oh, this is definitely happening when they turn 30 and they sit you down. Listen here, Dad.
All my friends play it. Then I'm gonna be like, yeah, which friends? Name one. Oh, this poor, look where he is now. That's because of Roblox.
Anything bad that happened to him? Roblox.
Does anyone use their devices?
No, but my dad goes through my phone. That's my mistake when I'm not here.
When he's not there, he doesn't have his phone with him, so his dad goes through it. Maybe he does, maybe he just has a phone and no like actual like service. It's just like he can go through Wi-Fi.
Right, and maybe.
So it's kind of like a little laptop.
Yeah.
And so his dad,
And then maybe Dad tries to monitor it.
yeah, Dad's like, all right, let me see what he's been doing, you know, and but you know he's got
Goes through his gallery, and that's about it.
if he's got stuff on external memory cards or whatever, then there's not, you know, he can find it anyway. All right, he's gonna like see a bunch of like weird file names that he can't open. Like, what is that? What is big booty? It don't work. All right, well, whatever.
It's just I find numbers in there that are not in his contact. And I ask him about it, and he says, oh, that's my friend.
While the platform block
Oh, okay. So his dad will be like, hey, who are these people? Well, he's gonna have some kind of a service, unless it's like WhatsApp or something he's using.
Right.
While the platform blocks users from sending or receiving photos, a deeper concern persists as individuals continue to lure children away from the platform.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like on the platform,
You're good, probably.
yeah, you're probably like I said, there may be like a thing that happens from time to time, but then like everything's being moderated and they report it gets banned. But that's like after something bad happens. Fact too, it's another problem that I have.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you're online and like some weird dude happens to come to my kid's avatar and like just says the craziest things in the world to him, he gets banned. Well, the damage is already done.
Yeah, he's already said it.
But you know, going in there and getting people to leave the platform is that's what you gotta watch out for sure. That's like the biggest like definitely something that's not good is gonna happen if you leave the platform and after being lured by somebody.
So how did the pictures get sent? Either like through Discord or my phone.
Discord is a communication platform.
Whoever the Discord guys are watching this video are like, God dang it! They're like, whoa! Which I wonder how many people in Discord actually have recorded. Because I'm not too sure what the privacy is like that. I don't know if they even have people that can look, or it's just like 100% like self-moderated thing. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I would hope that there's at least like outside of you just having to take screenshots yourself and report it to the police, like there's like something there, but I'm not too sure. If you know, let me know down in the chat. Let's get educated. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
Are you part of any communities that talk about that process? No, sir. No. So you don't belong to any Discord servers where people talk about that? No. Discord servers? Yeah, I was. There are some pretty tight-knit communities, right? A lot of them are interconnected.
The cops already know then. They're just getting more information. So like, what groups? Yeah, we know about them. Which one you part of?
Yeah.
We know they're all connected. And, yeah, same users and all that. Ooh, good. Get them.
Okay, so you never said like send me a picture of a little girl or send me a picture of.
No, sir. What about? Do you ever tell anybody to do anything with other people? Like tell them to do something to somebody else? I don't know, sir.
Yeah, that's an odd answer to that question. I don't know if I have or not. What do you know, kind of thing. No. No. They're about to reveal it's about to get real bad. Okay. I mean, if it's going in the direction it sounds like it's going.
There's a conversation that I was provided because it rose to a level of concern that was pretty high, where you and another user were talking about their siblings.
No, God, I don't even want to read the rest of that. No! Throw him away. Throw him away. I thought he was going to be redeemable because he's being honest. Trash can. In the trash can. I always have this like big reveal in this disgusting moment. Is that like a massive wizard hat on that dude over to the right? What is that?
Oh my gosh!
Freaking Gandalf the
Samurai out there too,
He's
you know.
here to freaking punish somebody. You showed
That's why they pulled out the big guns. It's all Gandalf out there.
That is the big guns. They brought him out. We're about to banish this young man to the shadow realm. He ain't never coming back.
Christian admits to detectives that the sibling was possibly as young as 8 years old.
Throw the whole dude out. I don't care 17 or not. That's just it's old enough to know to have some moral compass.
Yeah, you gotta know what's right and wrong at that point.
Yeah, holy crap.
I mean, what do you think the consequences of that are?
Could possibly like get arrested.
No, I just mean like, what do you think that's going to do to that little kid that you're having to do stuff with?
Negative impact.
Yeah, it had a negative impact. I'd say so.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty fair
probably
to say.
so, buddy.
Yeah, probably pretty negative.
I think that's fair to say. Why did you ask them to make those videos?
I guess to mainly see if they were like telling the truth or whatever.
Oh yeah, tell me the truth.
Oh,
tell the
come
truth.
on,
Whatever.
dude.
I don't want to hear that crap. Pretty mad about it. Pretty mad about it. I'm gonna say a lot of things. Let's keep watching.
Most of the dirty pictures that I got were either deleted or they deleted them.
Despite the graphic nature of his messages, Christian appears not to grasp the gravity of his actions.
Yeah, well, that's pretty normal. And I can even take it as far as like going to Chris Hansen interviews to where he's like sitting down with them and they never get it. They're never like, oh, I have done something or potentially was going to do something terrible in life ruining this young person. There's like, oh,
Well, what's gonna happen to me?
it was just talk.
Yeah, just fantasy, bro.
Don't tell my mom, she'll take my computer away.
It was just fantasy until I actually showed up here at this house.
Am I going to jail? Tase him.
Yeah, for real.
I wasn't trying to do anything bad.
But you wanted them to do something bad. Come on, bro.
Are we gonna find you speaking with any kids on your phone currently?
No, sir.
No. When did it stop?
I think it was like a few days ago.
A few days ago or a week or something. He ain't got the next one set up yet.
Right. Everyone else just stopped talking to me.
Yeah. I can't set another one up because suddenly my account got suspended.
Yeah, Roblox screwed me up.
And what made you remove all those conversations? Server get banned or wiped or?
Roblox, my main account did get banned.
Yeah.
Main account.
It's a main account, not the other ones. Main account got banned, so I had to stop.
Though Roblox did shut down his account, Christian simply made a new one.
Hey, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like,
Stopped him.
They banned me. Well, I guess I'll just make up another email address and sign right back up.
And you're saying on this new account you did not try to talk with any kids?
On this new account, no, I did, sir.
As the conversation turns to how many children Christian may have targeted, the scale becomes overwhelming.
I like pictures of his Switch up here.
Yeah, they've been taking pictures of like all his electronics. Check out a cool little Switch.
Check out his Switch. All right, how big is the scale? Tell me.
How many of them were like young girls that you know that you have numbers?
A few.
So since this kind of like constant thing you were doing, are we talking about numbers above 20?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a few. 20 plus.
That's probably in just a month or so.
Number above 50?
No.
More,
Sure. Sure.
more than the ballpark of 30?
But they'll soon learn the staggering truth that the real number may be exponentially greater.
No, yeah. Well, at this point, not this point, I'm not even surprised. But you know what? One is too many.
Hey, yeah, absolutely.
Even if this number was still 0, the attempt to even have one is too many. I just had to go look in the comments real quick to see kind of what people are saying. It's like, on Roblox, I'm actually shocked. And like, I think it's sarcasm, but still, this person's like, there's no way Roblox actually reported this guy. It had to be individual users reporting him.
That sounds even worse.
the cops doing the arrest probably got banned from Roblox for this. Like, dude, the fact Roblox devs banned Shelp, the guy who got Prince arrested, is crazy. Yeah, like there's very. I'm aware of this. I didn't bring it up or anything, but I do know that there's not much trust in the community and Roblox, like when it comes to this kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, because maybe the Shelp guy is the one that they're referring, or I'm referring to, but apparently there was a guy who got banned for catching predators on Roblox, and he got a bunch of like backlash and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'd probably be something along the lines of like Skeeter G, you know, how like,
right,
oh, he's the way he's doing it or something like that. I don't know, maybe, but I mean, just to be frank, it's Roblox is a company, and the company's goal is to make money. And yes, they don't want people to get hurt, but they also do what they are legally required to do, and that's probably about as far as it goes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like,
yeah,
you know, so
report garbage like this.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I probably wouldn't be even too surprised to make like a cease and desist letter in the mail. Don't talk about us no more. I'd be like, well, do better.
Yeah. I thought since I was like still online, I thought it was like, well, did you think when you turned 18 in a few months that you would stop? Yeah.
Now
That's a mentality right there, boy.
This is a hot potato right here for me. I can do whatever I want and not have to worry about anything because I'm not 18 yet. Go in jail, man.
Yeah.
Screw it.
Yeah, if that's your mentality, like, whew, man.
I guarantee that when they get 18, the goalpost is going to move.
Oh, 100%. Or it's going to go to shadier crap, and he's going to up the stakes, and
it's like,
yeah, that's an awful shade, lost shadow for sure.
It's like the dudes that like try to like go and like flex on people that like jump at them or fight with them because they're underage and they think they can't, like nothing can happen to them, and they get shot or something, and they're like, how could this have happened? He was underage. Oh no, he was only 17 years old. It's like, I don't know. How about just be a good person? You know, don't like try to like enable yourself by like an excuse like this. It's just not. Like imagine all the damage that's been done to however many people he's talked to under the excuse of, well, I'm underage too, so it's not that bad.
Right. Like how much trouble can I really get in? I'll just ruin his life or two.
Yeah, and this
50
and this is like an extreme case of it, right? Like I was like bringing up the fights and stuff. I mean, that's more of like still annoying, but more of like a mild thing, right? You know, like people like kids harassing you because they can't do anything about it. It's more just annoying because you know. Get tired of it, you slap them and they cry about it, and all their friends make fun of them. Then you probably go to jail. But worth, yeah, you know something. Yeah.
Slap her across the world.
Joking, obviously. Don't go around slapping kids. But if you're an underage person, don't go around like harassing people for like the fun of it too, just because you think that just because you're underage, yeah, it still goes on your record, and like that stuff does matter.
I think we've watched a video where like a young, maybe like a young kid harassing adults at the park, like old women or something, and some guy gets tired of it.
We watched a lot of stuff. I do remember the one dude who we couldn't decide how old he was. He was out there like talking trash to the cop, and the cop threw him down. Yeah, that's I mean, we're only kind of touching on it a little bit. There's many different avenues of discussion for that. So you know, I'm just saying that. People in the chat, they're like, you know. So I feel like there's enough left open there for people to be angry about it for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm just disclaimering it.
Yeah. I just.
And it's probably underage people who are like doing bad stuff that are feeling attacked right now. And you should. It's a terrible mentality to have. Terrible mentality to have.
But something like inside just like kicked in and made me want to do it again.
Don't you think that may have happened when you turned 18 as well?
No, sir. You think? Because I know when I turn 18 that if I do something like that, I could be in bigger trouble.
Right. Like the addiction was kicking in, but I know when I'm 18, I don't know if that's like an addiction thing or just like another excuse of like something in me. It was I just kind of want to do it, you know. I kind of just felt horny over really weird things and wanted to go do it again. But then when 18, I would stop.
Yeah, I would just, I heard jail sucks. I don't want to go there.
Yeah. like every like person like, well, I'm not going to use like hard drugs. Let's use cigarettes. Like, you know what? The new year, new me. I'm not smoking again. 3 months later, they're like, well, you know, I went to the bar and I was drinking, and you know, I smoke when I drink. So now, you know, I smoke 3 packs a day again. Yeah.
You understand that what you're describing is an addiction?
Yes, sir.
That wasn't gonna stop, brother.
I understand.
I'm sorry to tell you that wasn't gonna stop. It's gonna escalate. This is the problem.
But that's why I'll always try, like, stop once in a while.
Yeah, every now and then you try to stop. Yes. Even though he wouldn't try to stop currently, he got his account banned, and then maybe another
like just a few days ago.
Yeah. Whatever, man. And I mean, this is like addiction talk, really. Like I was like,
oh, for sure.
Like, you can't tell me I am going to stop. You know, you're not, man. How dare you? And they get mad at you. You don't believe them.
Yeah.
So, like, so far, the way you're acting, your actions have not given me any belief that you're going to stop. So I don't think I have to just believe you, because that's not how anything works.
Yeah.
Am I actually getting arrested? What do you think should happen in a situation like this?
Yeah, the good old Chris Hansen question. What do you think should happen?
I shouldn't go to like jail.
Uh-huh.
But I think for my actions that I've done, I think I should like know what it's like to like, go to jail.
Send me to pretend jail, you know, scare me straight.
How about juvie?
Is juvie still an option? Can I do community service?
Yeah.
You know, maybe around a park with some kids around.
You guys do tickets for this? A park with some kids around. No. Oh my god. Ah, no.
I'm sure to go like search his history far back enough. There's like a search and something like, can I go to jail for underage pornography if I'm not 18 or something like that? You know.
Yeah, he's probably got to search for that.
What is it called again?
The Department of Juvenile Justice?
Yes. I think I should be punished for my actions and learn from my mistakes and never to make it again.
Okay.
He's trying to play his one get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Everybody under the age of 18 has one, I heard. You know, and then they take it away for you and make you sign up for like, you know, the draft. You trade it in.
Christian, however, may not get his way.
Good.
While he did spend the night in the Juvenile Justice Department, the following day, investigators returned to confront him with shocking new evidence. Just hours before the search warrant, he was in fact talking to another child.
Nobody's surprised. Oh, they might be surprised. I'm not surprised at all. He was lying.
Oh, yeah. Well, they logged into the new account.
Yeah, trying to downplay the situation. It literally said that he had stopped for a few days because they banned his account, but then he had made another one.
Yeah, that's
was
true.
Talking to it. He already admitted to this.
That's facts.
I noticed there was a conversation with a girl yesterday. It's like a 406 number on your phone.
He was arrested yesterday. It was the same day with the cops. Wow. I gotta let you go. The cops are here.
Would you have continued talking with her today, you think? No. What made you?
Of course not.
No, not today. No. They definitely weren't going to do it today. So I woke up in jail, sir. You see. I've learned from my ways.
That's the thing you gotta watch out for, people who are just being so truthful. And I think this is why also the police like never. It doesn't really change anything.
Right.
It's because they start like mixing in other stuff with the truth to downplay the situation. Like they know they've been caught. Like the cops wouldn't be there unless they knew. Because he knows there's nothing else going on in the house. They're only there for him. Even when his brother and him were in the back of the car, he was like, "No, you're not going to jail, man. But I probably will."
Yeah.
He already knew.
Yeah, he knew for sure.
So I was like, yeah, probably. I think I've been doing that. Yeah. No. Just a couple. 30. Maybe.
30 this month.
If you guys believe me, and, you know, the fact that was his like negotiation number too, of like lowering what the actual number is already ridiculous.
Like 50? Oh no. It's way low. I mean,
it's gotta be around 30 or something. 100. Yeah. So yeah. I never any of these police videos. Whenever someone's like, "I'm just telling the truth," I'm like,
yeah, to an extent.
Yeah. You should just lie. That'd be like the equivalent of remaining silent, I think, at that point, if you just like blatantly lied instead of like telling off on yourself, but then trying to like bend the truth.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, this is my fault.
It's gonna be hard on you. Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. All right, let's see what else they got.
You stop talking. just lost interest or something like that. So, like she wasn't.
They lost interest. The cops showed up. That's what happened.
Yeah, one of them labeled a certain way on your bio. Oh, we were talking and she wanted to like be with me or whatever.
Christian's Discord profile reads, I'm married by someone who I care about and love the most. She's very special to me, and I'm happy to have her in my life.
Goodness gracious. He's married to her on Discord. With that say at the very end, I gotta remind them what her name is. Ari, aka Cameron. Okay.
According to the police report, his phone had no contacts or messages retained beyond immediate family and the children he was currently trying to exploit.
When did you start?
That was literally it. That's all he has on his phone is his immediate family, and then just like
Dad, bro.
dad, bro, and
girls.
30 other kids, you know.
Ugh.
And one of them, he's got him labeled. Hey, I don't even like that. Oh yeah, but I forgot to tell you because I know you guys have found it already.
Yeah.
Since you're looking about some other things, but I'm not, you know. And
Just dawned on me.
And then I'm sure if they bring out like, oh, they pull out like a case. We found all these memory cards. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that on each one of those. That's what we're having with this guy right now. He's laid out like the bare minimum string of like this is the truth and tried to like weave it in a way that's not that bad. And like the more they find, the more he's gonna trot it down the bit.
Yep.
When did you start talking to her? Yeah, yesterday. And yesterday. Oh, just yesterday.
His wife, he just started talking to yesterday.
He loves her deeply.
Because she put hers as that, and I just wanted to. Like, where did you meet her? Was it on?
The manipulation. Well, I mean that's weird to begin with. Then like, oh yeah, we're totally married. By the way, send me some stuff.
Yeah.
Did you send pictures of yourselves? To show my identity, like blowing him. Yeah. Did they send pictures of themselves? Yes, sir. Are they clothes pictures? No, just like face pictures. But the other one, no, she sent me an outfit pictures or whatever.
Some hey, I'm sure he's got his tactics, right? It starts out as like, hey, show me what you're wearing.
Yep.
Here's my
Oh,
outfit.
I love that outfit. Here's mine. Boom.
Oh,
Birthday
yeah.
suit.
It's like, yeah, you look good. You know, I don't know. I feel like that just leads with this guy down a path of like, show me what else you got, you know?
Oh yeah.
Talk about, I mean, anything. Well, I asked for like content like that, but not.
That bothers me. That he asks for content like that. Like I don't know why I think of like entertainment content, you know? It's like I ask for that content. And I don't know why that sticks out to me so much like it does. Like it makes my mind go in different places, like content of like him like screenshotting and taking over the Discord of his buddies and sharing it or whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
That's where my mind goes first. That's my first connection. I think.
Getting to whatever gross Reddit thing you can, or.
And it could just be he's using content because they probably are using it as like the contents of his phone and computer and stuff like that. Maybe, but
maybe
that's just me.
I asked for a little videos, pictures. She said she wasn't comfortable with that because of her past relationship, and I respected that.
And then as a dad that has like young kids, I know this is going to be like a disconnected thing, but like a 15-year-old girl that is like he's asking for stuff like that, and she's uncomfortable because of previous relationships. I'm like, what did the previous dude do?
Right. Yeah. What happened there?
Yeah. Like kids ain't leaving the house until they're grown. All right.
Yeah.
I don't care how weird they are to other people. They go nowhere.
You'll learn to have conversations at 30.
Yeah. Like you're 14, you want to date someone? Absolutely not.
Not allowed to date till after you're married.
How many, like a day, of these people would you talk to? Because, you know, there's a lot that deleted, but it looks like it's quite a few. Probably about like 4 to 5. Almost every day.
Yeah.
Almost. I mean 7.
So yeah, that 30 number, add a 0, maybe a couple of zeros.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. That it was like weird that like his like negotiation number was like still so high. Because like the real number had to be like insane.
Insane.
He's like, so the cop was like, more than 5, more than 10, 50. He's like, we're gonna be here all day, man. rapist.
Yeah. Let's just blanket 30. All right.
Just out there creep like that many a day, and he's just now got banned. You know, like okay, come on now. I was talking about the moderation and like them like being on top of things earlier, but I don't know. That's,
Maybe that comment's right. Maybe it had to be an individual user.
Right. Yeah. Well, I doubt they're going to pay. Maybe they do. I don't know. Do they pay? I'll say it this way to be safer. Do they pay people to go through and moderate all these chats and like check on everything? Are there people that do that, or is it like their own rooms and they're self-moderated like Discord stuff is?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. But that's a long time for somebody to be going out and creeping on these kids. And there's not even like, I don't even think at this popped in my head, like the conversation of like, if they're like 15, is like, well, he's 17, no, nothing big of a deal. The age difference when you're young matters a lot more.
Yeah.
Like 1 year, 2 years has a lot more gravity.
For sure.
After you get of age, it's like, you're 18 or whatever. And even then, like, it's still like life experience and everything like that. So I can't, like, there's no downplaying it at all. The dude's 17. He's knows what he's doing. He knows the consequences are bad, and he's trying to skate around them. And even though those specific ones are still like 15, he's still like obviously preying on them. But then like the 10-year-old, the 12-year-olds, that's just like, they're not even in the same mindset, thinking pattern, anything. Like their world is still innocent.
Right.
Here comes this dude.
Kids.
Here comes this dude. Oh, you guys are innocent and enjoying, like, you just like to play Roblox because your favorite YouTuber or whatever's been playing it. Ha 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 ha. By the way, here's my wiener. Whatever he's doing, I don't know, but just like disgusting. Actually,
I think the part that pisses me off the most is definitely the pretense of, and I really can't get in that much trouble because legally you can't do much to me. I'm a kid. Like,
but I'll stop when I'm an adult.
That is.
All right. What else can I say about him? Well, what else can I say about him? I have a lot of hate in my heart right now.
It's probably a little bit more than 50. I really keep count, so probably.
The investigation.
Again, another downplay. I didn't keep count. Maybe. Yeah. He 3 to 5 a day, but I didn't keep count. Maybe.
Yeah, probably 50. I don't know how numbers work.
Yeah. Even if it was just one a day, 365. It's insane. That's an insane number, and that's even if he didn't start before this year. Maybe it's only they got the last year because that's as far as the logs go back. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's just when he got his phone. So.
Right. Yeah.
Jeez.
On April 28th, 2025, 17-year-old Christian Edward Scriven was formally charged as an adult.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. Whatever judge got a hold of this. Good.
Right. Just because you think you're gonna get off because you're young, you're getting tried as an adult. That's just the awful, evil mentality.
I mean, that whole like being charged adultery thing is reserved for just like the immaturity, like doing something dumb and getting in trouble for it, and being like, oh crap, I should probably not do,
Yeah.
that.
When you obviously haven't actually thought about it because you are a kid.
But it's like every rule that exists in the world, they all get like, everyone pushes against the rules, everyone skates around them. Yeah, good, got it.
He was later booked into the Marion County Jail, where he remains held without bond. He entered a plea of not guilty. The case is ongoing, with a pre-trial conference scheduled for September 9th, 2025.
Ooh, that's coming up. He pled not guilty, even though he admitted to a lot of it in the interview.
Yeah.
Actually, all of it.
He admitted to all of it.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
Then forgot some things and remembered it the next day.
Yeah, but he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Wow. I'm almost wanting to keep up with this trial thing, man. I don't know. Like, this is... I tell you what, if it's weekend jail, quit.
These comments are wild in here. Like, this guy right here says, it's bad when Roblox reports you. They're usually so friendly. Woo-hoo!
Dude's lawyer's gonna hate him for all the confessions he made. It's great that he made this easy for the prosecutors.
Golly. this ain't helping those recent Roblox allegations. Well, I mean, I think that's why this has come out. It's got so many views. Like it's like I said, it's everywhere. It's been recommended on both my accounts. Like I don't even watch YouTube, like other than just like reaction stuff.
Yeah.
It's on this account. It's on the gameplay account, and that I don't watch anything on the gameplay account. at all.
Roblox stuff?
Yeah, like this specific video, even this one over here, the one that the Chris Hansen one. I guess is the guy that got banned.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to watch that video at some point too. If you guys want us to, let us know in the comments. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday, Satoshi, my friends. And through the contents of this video, I'm not gonna say that I love you, but hope to see you guys next time. Satoshi, my friends. Bye bye.
Should have tased him.
Midnight's a funny thing. Makes people see things. Makes people hear things. I pulled quite a few all-nighters for reasons that I will never tell. Stop asking. Ever. But it's a funny thing. You get FNAF. Started at midnight. This is a shift at midnight. And we might just get multiplayer. What if you were a grocery store clerk who worked at a 24-hour grocery? Never mind, it's a convenience store. Never mind. What kind of bus service run?
In 2012, a man by the name of Aaron Schwartz was threatened with 50 years in prison for downloading academic articles